Hey, what's going on, traders? To watch this video here for Monday, April 27th, showing you the SPY as I always start off with. If you look at where the SPY closed, it really closed about in the middle to upper end of its last 2 weeks of trading. Maybe a little bit more than 2 weeks, this circle right here. So it's really been coiling, gapping every day, and then kind of putting in narrow ranges. Teamwork's been fantastic. Let's keep that up on Monday. Here's what I'm watching. CODX had this really big run. Looked like it was going to roll over, and you know what? It's right back up. You got a potential 2-day high break for over 1450, half number inflection point, plus a 2-day high break, and it might kind of revisit this area up here, the most recent highs. So, which was what, 1569. So it's certainly worth watching through 14 and a half on Monday, or if it goes sideways for a while, maybe anytime this week. SAVA big pop on Thursday, quiet inside day on Friday. I want to keep my eyes on that one. SGRY is I talked about this big move here, and it's kind of coiling and starting to kind of curl up out of this flag. So it's certainly one to watch. Tilray, TLRY, pot stock. This big pop back here, just straight sideways, and then all of a sudden on Friday, a strong move. Had a decent little trade at the end of the day there in it myself, and a strong close on strong volume. So really trying to break out of a tight range. So this could be, if we get an A+ setup, this and the other pot stocks, could be a multi-day thing just now starting on Friday. So we'll see. Definitely goes on watch. Keep in mind when you watch my videos, I do not hold overnight. So I'm just looking for ways to make money the next trading day anytime you see one of my videos. Overstock, just kind of grinding higher lately, and then a 2-day pullback. But big volume on Friday. My suspicion, is that it went with Wayfair. I mean, I said in chat on Friday when I noticed what Wayfair was doing, I said, wow, this thing was a little over $20 in the middle of March, and now it's 122. I mean, if you like hindsight trading, you're looking for what you should have been loading up on during the height of the pandemic panic. Wayfair, look at that. It's a crazy move. And so my suspicion is that's maybe why Overstock had the big volume day and a fairly strong close. So we're going to watch that one. This OSTK. NAT is extended. It's way up here, away from the moving averages, but it gapped up, 4 sessions ago, sold off, gapped up again, sold off, gapped up again, sold off, and guess what? On Friday, actually closed near the recent highs. So when you see a chart like this, you could have some shorts caught as they start to say, every gap up gets slapped down. This is really going to roll over hard. And next thing you know, it's right back up near recent highs. So that one's worth watching. Speaking of Tilray, I talked about a minute ago. CGC is another pot stock. I just wanted to put at least one more on watch. A similar chart to Tilray, except that it really hasn't broken out. Had nice volume, but hasn't really broken out yet of the range like Tilray did. So that's a good kind of sympathy play. MBOT, I never could find news on this, but a strong volume move, closing well off its highs, but 10 million shares traded hands, and a pretty strong close when you look at the range for the whole day. So might be some money to be made there if we get an A+ setup on Monday. VXRT had the gap up here and just rolled over. Next thing you know, it's starting to curl back up. That one looks a little loose to me, the chart, and it's kind of away from the moving averages, but I want to keep my eyes on that one too. Few more. CALX, strong volume day, strong close, potential catalysts above. INO is another one that's really extended, but you could have shorts caught here. You had the gap up on Thursday and sold off, and next thing you know, it rips through Thursday's high. I feel like a chaser even putting this on watch. I'm not a chaser because it doesn't mean I'm going to trade it, but again, this looks like a scenario where you might have shorts caught and you might get an extra day out of this to the upside, so let's keep our eyes on it. And lastly, I threw TBIO on the list. Big volume day for the stock and a fairly strong close. And we'll add some gap plays to this in the pre-market on Monday as well. Should be plenty to trade. We'll see y'all in chat in the morning.